to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because
turning it on! Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. There he goes. Just keeps moving. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Reads it, fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Weeks. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finding open areas. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles. But if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, then you've got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Dotson. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Showing off the arm. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Fires to the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground.
He smashes his way through again. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Flips it out in the flat. Creates a little space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Myers on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Kentucky! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Dotson. Quarterback adapted. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll try the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Texas A&M going up tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw. Right on the money. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds. Now, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Dotson. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Turns it on in midfield. Smashes through the tackle. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. After the run, now to throw. Got his man.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had...
Oh, he's got some space. The choke plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Back to pass, it's Dotson. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He fires to the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Release to the back. He's got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
handoff. Keep working on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To throw, it's Dotson. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw